Hi again. As you may notice, I recorded this video and one of the hauls at the same time, or not at the same time, but you know what I mean. And my voice is still messed up because I can't breathe through my nose. Uh, but I was, like I said in that video, a bit behind. Sorry. Um, so I thought I was going to do, you know, now that I feel a little better, try to record some videos. Sorry. And we have had, right now we are watching Italian movies, but before that we had another weekly theme and it was Hellboy. And I had only watched apparently one Hellboy movie out of four, and I thought I had watched the two first movies, but it doesn't look like it. Um, but I think I'm going to do this in the order I have ranked them, starting with my least favorite. And just hold on, I sneezed and I had to fix that. Sorry. Why did I tell you that? You don't have to know that. Yeah. But yeah, the one I liked the least and really, really liked the least is this one. This is called Hellboy the Crooked Man, and it's from 2024. Yeah. And I've heard that this was not that good, but it had better ratings than the one that came before. So, and I like that obviously more since it's higher on the list. But I still had some hope for it because it's called The Crooked Man, and I know it has nothing to do with that, but I would have loved if the Conjuring universe movie makers would have released the Crooked Man movie, but they didn't, and yeah. But this was it was not good at all. I gave it 1.5 star, and it's it's like they don't know where they're going, and it's weird tension all the time and weird angles that they are filming in, and also making it look like the viewer is high or something in the entire movie because you feel so confused. It's like a fever dream, not in a good way. And they have really bad dialogues. Yeah, both kind of. Sorry, I just realized my husband has moved a movie in the shelf. That's annoying, but yeah. And it's back to this. It's a really complicated story, but at the same time not. And I've heard it's a very popular story if you like the Hellboy comic. I have never read that, but then it's like too bad that they mess it up. Thank God this is the shortest Hellboy movie, but it felt like I think it's like 1.5 hour, but it felt like 3 hours. It was so weird and super boring. I'm so disappointed in this movie. This is the only one we have on Blu-ray. Witness the beginning of all evil. No, it's terrible. It's terrible. Don't watch it. Then the other three movies are kind of the same. If you ask me some other day, they may change, the ranking of them. But they are all good movies. But in third place, we actually have, let's see if I can find it. Yeah. The original Hellboy by Guillermo del Toro. Actually, I was really hyped about seeing these movies because it's superheroes and magical beings and lore and supernatural stuff and kicking Nazi butts, and it's Guillermo del Toro, so you know what's not like. But and Rasputin. But I was a little bit disappointed because I think it's too much humor in this for me, or it's not my type of humor. Some of it are really, but not all of it. And but yeah, I love Roll Perlman, by the way. Love Roll Perlman. Ron Perlman. Did I say Roll Perlman? Ron Perlman. Um, but yeah, I think it's nice. Um, and it's an interesting story. Um, but it felt like something was missing. And it also felt I don't know anything about the Hellboy lore or the inspirations or anything. I've just watched the movies, and it they had some kind of Lovecraftian monsters, and I think those are gross. So I did not like that. Um, but I really liked the guy who, the Nazi robot steampunk thing that screwed himself. What's it called? He screwed on something and then he was alive. That was really cool. That guy, he was really cool. But overall, a good movie, really interesting. I would love to see more. Obviously, we did, but yeah, I gave this 4 out of 5. Really unclear rating. And the second best was the sequel, Hellboy 2, The Golden Army. Um, I really like that they kind of mix together some Egyptian mythology, because I really like that. But it felt like they changed a lot in this, and it's I don't know. Um, I I know I like this movie better, but I can't really remember if it was just because they mixed in some Indiana Jones mummy Egyptian things, because it's kind of the same as the other one. A little too much romance for my taste in these movies. Um, the first one as well, but otherwise really entertaining. I would really love to rewatch these sometime. Yeah, that was my opinion. And then a controversial one is that I like this the best. And this one is also just called Hellboy, but this is from 2018, and it's with David Harbour in the Hellboy role. And I really, really liked the humor much more in this one. It was more like me, and I really liked the story. It was interesting characters. It was kind of creepy. Um, and the only thing I thought was kind of off was some of the CGI, because it felt like they didn't have the same budget, even though I think it's Neil Marshall, right? Yeah, Neil Marshall. Um, but some of the CGI were they were not good, but they were not that awesome in the other two Hellboys either. So yeah, um, I would love to see a follow up to this movie and this story, and how because they kind of set up a sequel, but you don't get it. And yeah, I love that they mix in different folklore stories from different um countries and stuff. I just like this. This is without a doubt the best. I make blah, blah. I gave all of these three 4 stars, but this one is like so close to 4.5 that it's almost 4.5. It was really entertaining, and I'm so sorry that it didn't get a sequel. Yeah. So that was my insights of the Hellboy franchise. A little bit disappointed, but also glad that the third one was good because that one has terrible rating. I think it has like 2 on Letterboxd, and that is like why. It's really entertaining, but I guess people compare it to Guillermo del Toro's uh, movies, and yeah, and that was that. I will be back with another weekly theme, but I'm not sure how I'm going to do it because we have Italian weeks for 3 weeks, and we are mixing it with jolly spaghetti western and other. So I will see how I do that type of movie, but I will also do a haul when we are done with the movies here and putting them in our what's it called? Mm, I always forget what it's called. A spreadsheet. I don't know, but we have a spreadsheet with all our movies, and when we have done that, I can do the haul, and it's like 150 or 200 movies, I think, from us girls. And we are also going to a sci-fi convention this weekend, so hopefully we will get some movies there as well. Yeah, that was all. A short video. Still a bit sick, still confused. Thank you for being here nonetheless. Bye.